Hey everybody, what's going on? Baru here, back inside of the Binding of Isaac Rebirth, continuing our road to becoming the true Platinum God. Episode 2. Before we get started, I want to thank everybody for all the support on the first video. Got a lot of likes on there and just general support. Do appreciate that. So again, if you like this series, be sure to hit the like button. It does greatly support me. And let's just go ahead and go into our next run here. We unlocked Maggie on the last one, so let's just go ahead and do that, I guess. So, seed for those who want to play along, OJE97V4Y. And so the special thing about Maggie is that she starts with 4 hearts instead of 3 like Isaac. And we get the Yum Heart. Got 2 pills here, paralysis and Lockdown. Gonna go ahead and tap that Yum Heart. So Lockdown's not the greatest thing in the world. That will actually reduce our chance of getting drops and things like that. So that's really, really bad. You know what would go great with Maggie? Having even more heart containers and moving even slower. That would just be, that would be perfect. I would love to not actually go anywhere in this game. Next, it's going to show me Thunder Thighs. And then we can just have all of the speed down. Maybe I can get an experimental treat. Well, I actually haven't unlocked that yet. But maybe I could get an experimental treatment by some magical force of nature. And we could lower our speed even. I'm trying to think of what else lowers our speed. We can get a small rock. There we go. Well, we haven't unlocked that either. Okay. Well, let's just go ahead and jump into our boss as we slowly waddle our way towards something. So the problem with Maggie is that while she does have 4 red hearts and a Yum Heart, which will restore 1 red heart every 4 floors, she starts with lesser movement speed, so she's automatically slower than Isaac. And that bucket of lard is just going to make me a little bit slower. And if there's one thing you really don't want to have in the Binding of Isaac, it's speed down. You know, you can have too much speed and it can be kind of hard to dodge, but it's even worse when you have double speed down and you're unable to dodge. That's even worse. Combined with the fact that Maggie really doesn't have any other real special properties. She's just real tanky and real slow. So hopefully we can find, I don't know, like a Roid Rage, Wooden Spoon, something. Oh well. You know, I wouldn't be opposed to maybe just having damage. I can be like an actual walking tank. I have lots of health, can't move anywhere, and deal lots of damage. That's going to be my life, probably. But starting down with that Lockdown pill is actually be kind of bad because it will reduce our chance of finding items out of fires and all sorts of other stuff. So that's not what we want to start with. I'm going to go ahead and full clear the floor here. We have a few extra, so why not? We did get the Torn Photo, which is one of the highest tiers up that we can actually get right now. There is the wire coat hanger, but we actually have to unlock that in order to get it. So, yeah. Now, as far as Secret Room, I'm going to wager to guess that it's going to be right here. Worst case scenario, I get a free bomb out of it. So, wasn't right there. Let's try on this side. It can't, your secret room can't be connected to your boss room. So there we go. We got 2 more bombs. Maybe we can get a magic mush. Maybe something like that. Liberty cap, very nice. And I don't know if I want to use my last bomb. I think I'm going to save it. A good old, let's just get another Lockdown pill. All right. So there's really not much left on this floor. But yeah, your secret room cannot be connected to your boss room. So there's no way it could have been over there. Yeah, not really much. I think I'm actually just gonna instantly pop the stars card and see what happens. Maybe I can find an item. Hey, there's our Roid Rage. Maybe that can. There we go. That kind of countered all of our speed downs, and now we actually move at a decent pace here, which is kind of nice. And it looks like we got the mini mush effect, which the Liberty Cap, what it can do, oh god, don't take damage. What it can do is it can give you the mushroom effect in any room, or it can proc a compass, one of the two. So if I actually bring my map up there in the top right and I just kind of go in and out of these rooms, you'll eventually notice a compass proc, or you'll notice like different mushroom effects going on and off. See, like this one gave me the thick on mush, so it gave me 0.3 damage and a little bit of a speed down. And that other one, it gave me the mini mush, so it gives me a little bit of movement speed. And this one gave me the thin odd mushroom, so it gives me maximum tier rate, but at the cost of 10% damage. And we're just going to go ahead and blow that up as well, getting us a few more soul hearts there. Oh, there's 2 on there. Let's go see what the boss has to offer. Gurglings, we're going to be hugging the wall. And we got another thin odd mushroom proc, it looks like, so that's not too bad. The thin odd mushroom becomes significantly undervalued or lesser valued once you do get more tier rate, because you can only have so much, but you still get that damage down. So there is a point in time where you do just want to drop the Liberty Cap, because it's just going to end up hurting you. It'll slow you down and it will reduce your damage. So Mom's Lipstick, a little bit of a range increase, although I don't think we're hurting for range. I think we got plenty on that. Well, the good news is we actually get to lock in our double deals early this time around, but it's not a very good item. Missing Page 2 is not the greatest item. What that is going to do is it's going to make it so that... Missing Page 2 is going to make it so that way, if I get down to half a red heart, I believe it's going to do damage to the entire room. Or not half a red heart, just half, or either half a heart or 1 heart left in general, somewhere around there. It's not very good. Well, there are builds that can make it work if you can get like a scapular or something like that, but that's tactics for later on in the game. We haven't really unlocked that potential just yet. There's another tinted rock in the top left, but I don't have any bombs. Let's see if we can potentially find one here. I would like to find a little bit of damage. We do have some nice tier rate, and I do like finding tier rate early on. And we cannot search for... We can't search for our secret room. I'm not going to bother going into my shop because I only have 7 cents. Plus, I would like to open up my item room on the next floor, and I don't want to jeopardize that. So I think we're just going to go ahead and move on to the next one. All right. And I've honestly been thinking about when exactly I'm going to start doing more challenges on the channel. Because, you know, we have to unlock all the things and all the different characters, but we also have to do all the challenges. When would you like to see challenges get implemented into this road to the true Platinum God? Should I do them after I've unlocked all the things for the characters? Minus the Lost, because the Lost. Oh, Monster's Lung just... Wow, okay. Monster's Lung just chilling in my challenge room. I'll definitely take that. That's a very nice damage up, or DPS up. It can be slow for clearing large packs of enemies if they're all spread out, but one at a time, it can be very nice, especially for bosses. There are a lot of items that just have perfect synergy with this. Most notably, the most important one is chocolate milk. Chocolate milk and Monster's Lung is notorious for just being ridiculously strong. That and size. There's also Polyphemus, but the chances of me finding any of those items is very low. And I noticed some people were asking like the challenge room. So you'll notice there's like 2 little swords crossing each other. That means that you have to have full health in order to actually enter that room. If you don't have full health, it doesn't matter how many hearts you have. You can have 1 heart, no hearts, 8 hearts. You just have to have all of them filled up. Now, if it has a skull, that means it's a boss challenge room. And that means bosses will obviously spawn inside of there. And in order to enter that room, you need to have only 1 red heart or less. If you have any more than that, you cannot enter. Now, you can have the containers, that's fine, but you just can't have them filled up. What the hell is this room? Okay, that was a little interesting room. Let's check. Soy milk and Monster's Lung. Do I dare? I mean... Oh, what have I done to my life? I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry, Isaac. I apologize. I apologize, Isaac. I might have just killed this run. Oh, please give me a devil deal that does something. I mean, I guess I'll take Gimpy, and I guess I'll take Spirit of the Night. That at least unlocks Azazel, or Azazel. Someone corrected me on how exactly to pronounce his name. Just the demon dude who doesn't have to deal with this. Oh. Good job. I went in there. I spent a heart to grab a heart, so I got nothing. This is a terrible, terrible decision on my part. This is so bad. I'm just like, you can probably hear it on the keyboard as well, which is even worse. Oh. So about that chocolate milk that I would just love to find right about now. That would just be fantastic. Or blood clot would be nice as well. Chocolate milk, blood clot, just something. I guess I'm just gonna do this, I guess. At least I'm spectral now, so I don't have to worry about anything. Or rocks or something blocking my shots. Man, if I was to get, even though Death's Touch is locked right now and I can't even get it, it would just be a shame. Oh, and you gave me Mega Fatty, the tankiest boss that I have unlocked, to go along with the worst damage that I've ever seen on this long. Oh, boys and girls, this might be the end of the shortest streak ever on normal mode. Remind me to never take soy milk and lung again. I was like, hey, that's got to be good, right? No, it's not. I'm tickling him. How am I going to kill the heart with this? That's the part that I don't get. How am I going to kill the heart? Because there's harder bosses in this. The worst part is that I don't even get to hold down the fire trigger. I have to actually do this every single time. All right, box of stuff. Carry me to what does this do? It wiggles now. Luck up. Hierophant. Infinite keys. Do the wiggle, baby. Do the wiggle. All right. I guess I'm gonna go check my shop? Question mark? I mean, the habit's there. I'm just gonna pick up that and donate. Let's see if I can donate. All right, we've already done better than the last run where I only got to donate 1 penny. Maybe the shopkeeper will turn into something. I can't even one-shot a spider. Oh my god. I'm just gonna name this episode Terrible Decisions, because it fits perfectly. All right, now I'm going to assume that my secret room is gonna be right here. Looks like that can be really the only place it can be. Huh, a rare item. Cool, raw liver. That is a super secret item. Cool. To go along with finding a special item like soy milk and tanking my damage, let's just throw on raw liver. See, this is what the game likes to do to me. It doesn't want me to succeed, but at the same time, it doesn't want me to die. So it's gonna give me just enough to just keep barely going along here. And that's what I think the theme of this run is going to be for the entire time. It takes 4 charge shots to kill these skull caps. Okay, maybe 3 if I do it correctly. Okay, 2 if I do it correctly. There we go. Okay, that's not as bad. I just need to get better at aiming. Hopefully I can find some method to get rid of those, I can find some method to get rid of these red hearts so I can check that boss room. I mean, I had Monstrous Lung just kind of chilling in my last one, so... I mean... I am so sorry for hearing the keyboard, by the way. I might turn the game up a little bit just so you don't have to hear that. I am so sorry. Hold on, we're going to do this. We're going to back away a little bit from the keyboard so that you don't have to hear that. You're probably still going to be able to hear it. Oh my god. So for those who are new and don't know what soy milk does, as I probably should have explained, it gives you full cap tier rate, like tier delay and everything. This is the highest fire rate you can possibly achieve in this game. Oh hey, got the lucky rock. But as a downside, it will reduce your damage by 80%. So it's kind of like a DPS up, not really. Oh, chemical peel. Oh. The run is saved. The run is saved. Kind of. Okay. We can kind of do this now. So you see those little red dots going in with the white shots there? All right, so Chemical Peel adds an additional 2 damage to every other shot. However, it's not affected by the 80% damage down of soy milk, so we can kind of do damage. We can do a solid 2 damage for each of those little red tiers. So we're not immediately out of this game. Like I said, the game likes to give me just enough to where I can't die. And we're just going to keep donating away so we can unlock more stuff for our shop here. There we go. More soul hearts. You know, this build actually, if we could find a blood clot, this would not be a bad build. Like, at all. Not a bad build at all. And apparently there was a thing down there. I should have checked that. Was that a library down there? Oh, yeah, that was a library. Okay. Well, Temperance Machine, we'll go ahead and tap this real quick. Lower ourselves down to half a red heart. And then we'll, I guess, pick up the Book of Shadows. That'll give us temporary invincibility, which is a lot better than the Yum Heart. Speaking of which, real quick, might as well maximize this real quick. Get a few extra shots in there. There's the IV bag. I think I need to at least touch that. There we go. We'll touch it. Okay, we're good. Let's go see if there's anything in our boss challenge room. Hey, a wafer. What is with items just sitting in there, man? They're just saying, take me. Take me, please. All right, so you can see that our damage is not the worst now. It's still pretty terrible. By all definition of damage, it's still pretty terrible for a soy milk, but it's not the worst. We can live off this. I've had worse before. I've had to push terrible builds once or twice, but the good news is, see, in order to unlock True Platinum God, you have to pick up every item at least one time. So I guess this will be the one and only time that I pick up soy milk. Now, if I find Libra to go along with this, then we're in business. I'm going to go ahead and pick up these red hearts. And we're going to hit that IV bag. So that way I can get a little bit more money, and I'm going to try and donate as much as I can. Now, because I'm trying to acquire money to donate, the game is more than likely going to immediately jam the donation machine, just like it did last time. So I'm going to, I guess, sneak up on it or something. Anyway, let's grab this IV bag. And I mean, we do have Gimpy, so we could potentially spawn a soul heart. If I really cared, I could go grab those other red hearts and try and spawn some half of a soul heart for Gimpy, but I'm not that dedicated to it. So we're just going to try and donate as much as we can. See if we can't get to 20 cents here, which it looks like we can. Store level 1. So we'll be able to have more items in our shop. We'll be able to have 3 items now, which is not that bad. Just keep on going. Just keep on donating. I think this is the way of the game saying it's sorry. There we go. Okay, that wasn't that bad. I kind of want to go hit the IV bag, but we're not going to. Okay. Larry, not that bad. Especially since we can one-shot the poops that he creates, because poops are based on how many tiers you use, not necessarily how much damage you do. The hell is Brimstone going to do? I'm sorry, what? I mean, I feel like this would ruin my build. I would just have a Brimstone that just charges instantly. Kind of. I feel like that's a terrible, terrible decision. But on the plus side, I wouldn't have to spam the trigger. So pure laziness, or I'm just gonna be lazy. We're gonna go with Brimstone. We're gonna have a nice little rave, if that's okay with you all. We're just gonna have a nice little rave party with our Brimstone, our instantly charging Brimstone. Just in case anyone wanted to know what Brimstone and soy milk does, there you go. However, you may say, oh, that's awesome. Just wait till you see how much damage it does. Oh, hey, it's actually not that bad. Never mind. Cool. I just have an instantly charging brimstone. This is neat. I like this. Never mind, I got to a boss. This is a very weak boss. I should be doing way more damage. To a clubs, double those bombs, another soul heart. Also, I didn't really mention it. I kind of also picked up Book of Belial here. And Book of Belial will guarantee, as long as I'm holding it, it will guarantee devil deals on every single floor. So hopefully we can make just a little bit more damage. Juicy sack. That's gonna make it so whenever we clear a room, it can potentially spawn a spider. So, you know, a little bit of extra DPS. Not the strongest thing, but you know, it's not the worst. There we go. There's our Spuda. I'm not gonna lie, I'm enjoying this just a little bit too much. You guys enjoying the rave party that we've got going on here? Alright, I need one more penny so I can get us to 50 cents. Can I get a single penny? That's all I'm asking for here, game, is just one penny. Just one. And then I'll be on my merry way with my brimstone. I'm sorry. There's no reason for me to do this. I'm just having fun at this point. I apologize. I don't apologize. I'm going to go ahead and get rid of the Liberty Cap. It's actually not doing me any good at this point, so I'm not going to bother with it. We're just going to go ahead and get rid of it. See what cards we have here. 2 of diamonds, 2 of nothing. Hermit. I guess I'll just take the Joker card. Yeah, I guess we'll just go ahead and do that. Okay, I'll stop doing that now. I mean, it doesn't really matter what I take. There's my penny. Oh man, I can get 3 cents here. I'm gonna throw in the penny, hit the 2 of diamonds, throw in 2 more pennies. That's not efficient at all, but that's what I'm doing. There's options has appeared in the basement. See? I knew it was gonna happen. I knew it. One more penny. The game punished me for being scum. That's just what happened. All right, Joker card, and let's just go ahead and continue on here. Man, if we made Guppy with this, that would be ridiculous because we would just be always spawning flies, just non-stop, just a giant trail of flies. Your brimstone does a lot more damage than mine, Monstro. Okay. Monster 2.0 is honestly not that bad. I should hit this Book of Belial so I do slightly more damage. That would probably be smart. That would be a thing that I should do. I'm also sitting on top of a tinted rock. I should probably blow that up. Yeah, we're going to do that. We're going to blow up that tinted rock. After we kill Monstro. He's just kind of contemplating life. He's just like, this is brimstone that's hurting me. Kind of. It's kind of hurting me. I'm not even going to pick up that milk. I'm just going to take the fear shot and be on with my life. I don't want to take that because I want to be on a Polaroid proc that doesn't exist. Never mind. That made no sense. Never mind. Don't worry. I'm just going to do that, okay? I'm just going to go ahead and do that. All right, let's see what we have inside this boss challenge room, and I'm going to go ahead and hit my Joker card and get out of there. Well, I guess I'm going to take Guppy's paw and hold on to it. No, not really. I'm not going to find any more heart containers. I guess I'm just going to touch Guppy's paw, and that's going to be the end of it. No, there's no reason to picking up Lord of the Pit. I don't need double flying. I mean, I don't need to fly over the map. Well, as awesome as that would be. I'm sorry, I keep doing it. I keep doing it. At least we don't have to deal with the lung anymore. There's that. There's always that little bright side is we don't have to deal with the lung. But, you know, I like taking the wacky combinations of items, you know. If I just played it safe and went with my boring little route here, I don't think people would enjoy that. If I get the option to do something dumb, I have to do it. For science. That's what everyone always says, for science. Like, we already know the outcome of what's going to happen. We know it's going to be terrible. We just want to see you suffer. That's what we mean by for science. We just want to see you suffer a little bit. Dance for us. So I can actually do something here, depending on what's in there. You know what? I'm going to try and do it. But first, let me go ahead and rest. If you go into a bed when you have no red hearts, it'll always give you 3 soul hearts, by the way. And that will work for Blue Baby. Just as a heads up. Alright, I was going to try and just skip this floor and not even kill Mom, but, you know, I guess we're not doing that. So let's just go ahead and head out of here. Head on out of here. Let's see what we have. Just another penny. I really don't need to check my shop. There's not going to be anything in there, so we're just going to check our item room and I guess find our boss. Speedball. A little bit more speed. It's kind of funny that we found 2 big speed ups now, even after we got 2 speed downs at the start of this run. Now we're just blazing past everything. This is nice. I think I'm hitting them? No, I'm not. No, I'm not hitting them. There we go. Now I'm hitting them. I hate Fear Shot. I've never liked it. Keep bombing these skulls. Maybe we can find something. Maybe we can find the driest of babies. Maybe a spectral baby. Emperor. I guess I'll hold on to the Empress. No reason not to. Yeah, we'll go ahead and do that. Actually use our Book of Belial. Alright, so one little tip that you can do, if you're having trouble with the mom fight or you just want to be lazy like I am doing right now, you can actually stand near the entrance here, and no matter which mom you're fighting, it can be blue, red, or regular, the hand will attempt to pretty much just keep attacking you even though you're not actually in range to be hit. So, kind of a nice little trick. The only thing you're going to have to worry about is the occasional fly that'll try and get a pot shot on you, or mom's foot if it tries to stomp down or anything like that. Be gone, maggots! Mama! Give me your hand. Or your eye. I mean, that works too. It's so weird getting a boss item. It's so weird getting a boss item. I guess I'm gonna take double flight. Why not? Let's become the super fast. Let's become the super fast, because why not? Alright, into the womb. We're gonna have one more double deal that we can get, so we can potentially get, you know, something. And I don't know. I think that after that it's gonna be heart. I'm not entirely sure whether or not I'm gonna take this to Sheol if I get the opportunity to. I'm not even sure if I'm gonna do that. We'll see. This Brimstone is really weak, and I don't think it can take on Sheol. There are some really scary things in Sheol. Also, there's a Tinadrock right there, because I need more soul hearts. Seeing Tinadrocks in the womb are just like the absolute worst. I'll edit in a little overlay right there, so you can. I'll even put a little circle around it, showing that's how you can tell they're tinted inside the womb. It's not the easiest to tell. It's just something you kind of pick up after playing for a while. They can be the worst. I mean, we could totally make Guppy in this. I'm just throwing that out there. We could totally make the cat in this cursed room. It's gonna happen, and then the double deal will finish it off. We'll get Guppy's collar in here, and then we'll get the dead cat. That's what I'm calling here. See, there's the collar. Actually, I want to see what this bill does. Yay! Oh right, I have a wafer. I have like 4 rows of hearts. Essentially. I essentially have 4 rows of hearts. Man, this would actually be perfect if I had a negative right now. I could just ram myself into every single enemy and I wouldn't have to care at all. That'd be nice. So for those who are still watching, I want to ask, what character do you think I should do next? I don't know how exactly to pick which character I should go with, because, I mean, in terms of efficiency, as soon as I unlock Azazel, I should just do my 9 mom heart kills as Azazel, and that would get pretty boring to watch pretty quick, so I'm not going to do that. But I don't know, how should I do that? Should I just hit the randomizer every time until we've got all of our heart kills out of the way? That's what I'm leaning towards, but I want to keep you all in this. And we'll see what happens. We are going to get a cube of meat here. From good old death. Well, I mean, cube of meat or the bandage ball, one of the two. Either of them are awesome, and I'm definitely going to abuse the hell out of them. Book of Revelations has appeared in the basement. We got the cube of meat, and our final double deal is the Guppy's head. So we're going to go ahead and... Why did I take Guppy's head? These flies are based on my base damage, which is 1. Aru, try and think before you take items like that, man. Try and think before you do things like that. I'm just going to continue to scum my way to the heart now. But what do you think I should do? I'm leaning more towards the wheel. The good old randomized wheel. Gray chest, not really worth my time. I haven't really been talking too much about the run because, well, it's just been an instant brimstone. It's just been a nice little rave party. I think that's what we're going to name this episode. It's just Brimstone Rave Party. Yeah, that's what we're going to call it. Oh, man. Gotta hit that Guppy's head. Let me see those flies. Yeah! You go, flies. You can kill basic enemies. You got them. Just got them, man. Oh my god. But as far as the run is concerned, when you get to the womb, this is your build. You know, you're not going to get any more items in the womb. You can't get item rooms. You can't get item shops. The most you're going to be able to get a cursed room and your double deal and your boss room. After that, you're not going to see anything else really unless you try and, know how to break the game. So you kind of want to spend as little time in here as possible. Now, you can find some things in, like Cathedral, because there are bosses that drop pedestal items and things like that. Less than 3 is pretty common in there, so you can find some heart containers and things like that. And obviously the chest and the dark room are really nice, but the womb is just terrible for trying to find items. So you kind of want to get through here as quickly as possible. I'm glad I keep spawning these flies that can't even kill one enemy. Why did I take that? I guess it's better than hitting the book or something. I don't know. I don't even know what I'm doing half the time. Let's just be honest here. Let me get those infinite keys real quick. Gotta make sure everything gets unlocked in this game. There we go. I just realized instead of donating, I probably should have made sure that I could have gotten 55 cents so I could have unlocked Kane. Oh well. Poor Kane. I need to unlock him. I need to focus on, actually unlocking some of these characters, because, like, in order to unlock Eve, I need to, I believe, not pick up any hearts for 2 floors, and then for Samson, I need to not take damage for 2 floors. So I think on the next episode, if I get a good starter item, I guess I'll just ignore cursed rooms and things like that and try and unlock those 2 characters so we can start getting them in the rotation here. Or something to that effect. We'll see what ends up happening. I also need to try and get Basement Boy and all those other achievements. Man, there's a lot of things in here. Oh well. On to the heart fight. So even though It Lives is not until you have like all of your heart kills, the heart is still just as dangerous as it is once you have It Lives. It has the same amount, it has the same health value. However, since we have a wafer, we're just gonna go ahead and just get that cube of meat in there. It does quite a bit of damage. And there we go. There's our first heart kill. And we did not get a double deal, so that means that we are done with this run. I want to thank you all for watching. If you enjoyed it, like I said, if you enjoyed the series, be sure to hit the like button. It greatly does support me. We had a lot of support on the last one. I think like close to 2,000 likes. That was crazy. So I would love to see this series continue. And yeah. Oh, he's so sad. He found a chest. What's in the chest? What's in the box? What's in the box, man? We've unlocked Eden, the randomized character. Did we unlock anything else? We unlocked Eden, and that's it. All right, cool. Well, like I said, thank you for watching, everybody. If you enjoyed it, be sure to hit that like button and Don't forget to check the description for the playlist if you've missed any episodes. This has been the road to Platinum God. Hope you all enjoyed it. I'll catch you on the next one, everybody. Later.